Hi, and welcome to the Modern Endpoint Management Group. Here I have Damien with us. Welcome, Damien.
Thank you, Matthias. Here, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you, and nice to have you on board.
Thank you.
So, Damien, let's get started on this interview. So, let's
Yeah.
start by your name, your age, your personal status, and where do you live?
Okay. So my name is Damien Robaeys. I'm 36. I'm not married, but just like, and I have a little boy who will soon have as 2 years old, and I'm living in Arcueil, little city near of Paris in France.
Okay, Mhm. Cool. So, how long have you been in the business?
I will say it, 10 years or 10 years now. Yeah, 10 years. Go fast.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's going fast.
Yeah, very
When you
fast.
enjoy the work, it's just
Yep.
the
I
years
started
disappear.
first with a school and a company. In French, we have, well, I think you see the same everywhere, but I started with both school and companies, and I joined my first company 10 years ago.
Hmm, that's cool. So France and living by nearby Paris. I mean, it's a huge country, France, and compared to Denmark, it's like yeah, you can't compare that. Denmark is this small little
I
country. We
I
have
don't
seven
realize
million.
how Denmark is, uh, but
we
on the map you can see that it's a big. France, it's a little bigger than
Oh yeah,
Denmark.
you could put Denmark like
Nothing
100
compared to
times.
USA, mate.
Ah, yeah, you say, yeah, that's a whole no, another story. But you know, when I think of France, I also think of Tour de France, the famous bicycle race.
Yeah,
So and it's always 3 weeks, right, where they go on bicycle around all
oh yeah,
France.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it's a big country,
yeah, yeah. You're
very
right.
big country,
It
and
should be the
and
same in Denmark now. There is
yeah, 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 and
not so
and
longer, but
no, no, and yeah, it's just amazed me, France, because you have it all. You have the mountains, you have
sun.
uh, yeah, you have snow, you can ski, you can do everything in France,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah,
true. Yeah, yeah,
and then you have all the good food.
yeah, yeah. Of course, it's better.
But one thing I need to mention is that Denmark actually was awarded with the best restaurant,
Yeah,
Michelin restaurant.
mission. Okay.
Yeah, Michelin. Yeah, 3-star Michelin. So yeah, but we adopt a lot of French food. Yeah.
I have to test some Denmark Danish
Yeah.
Danish food.
Yes, you should do that definitely. I don't think we have much Danish food. It would be yeah, typical Christmas food or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So we eat a lot of pig for Christmas and stuff like that. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't think we have much Danish food really. We adopt from the UK, from American burgers, pizza, from Italian and French food. So and Greece, we have lots
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that also.
Of
So
course. Yeah.
we as I said, Denmark is a very small country, so we do a lot of yeah, we
Yeah.
get stuff from other countries
Yeah. That.
and inspiration. Yeah, cool. So 10 years in the business or around that. Which company do you work at?
I work for Metis, a company in France. They work in different places in France, Paris, Marseille, in the south of France, Nantes, a different town, and they work about all things relative to modern workplace, Intune, MECM, all things relative to automation with PowerShell, C Sharp, and also collaboration things like Teams, Office. Um, there are a huge subject and many clients. Um, we have well, 300 people now, and
Mhm.
it's a cool company.
Mm. Yeah. So, what do they do? Is it only located in France?
Yep.
Yeah.
For now, as far as I know, it's for now just in France. Yeah,
Okay.
in
Yeah.
different but
Any?
maybe later in other country. I hope.
Yeah. 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 Maybe the strategy is to expand and
Yep.
yeah, then autopilot or other stuff from the modern world maybe be a good investment here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So tell us a little about do you work from home or how is your work schedule?
Yeah, I work from home 3 days per week and 2 days in at office. Basically, usually at office I go 8 or 9 years per day. Then go back to home, play with the baby, and then when baby sleep, go back to my computer to play with PowerShell, my other baby.
Yeah.
PowerShell, WPF, Intune, learning new stuff, new things about Intune.
Yeah.
I spent around 2 hours per each evening on that, and also weekend.
Wow,
A lot,
wow.
lot of
Yeah.
lot of work with it,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
guess
like a passion.
yeah, it's a hobby for you, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Mm. So when stuff like this become a hobby and you enjoy what you do, that's when you see all these tools that you just shake out of your hands. You really produce a lot of cool tools
Thank you.
for us to use. I mean, wow! And uh, before I became to know you on Twitter, I was like, okay, this man Damien, he is a wizard. He's just, you know, every week and maybe even every day, you come up with a good tip on how to do stuff. And PowerShell, it's implemented in everything, in at least in the Microsoft platform, and
Yeah,
and and there are so many work-related tasks that are so much easier if you have PowerShell to do it.
yeah,
So having these small tips, microblogging, it's a lot of it's really worth a lot.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, and as you can see, you also get a lot of likes and retweets. So I guess. Other in the community think the same as I do.
Thank you,
So yeah, kudos your way, Damien.
thank
Very,
you.
very cool. So we've heard a little about your work schedule, and you also spend a lot of time on hours outside of the work because you are interested in this, and that's also my view when I look into what you contributed to the community. Um, when did you become the official contributor of this LinkedIn group?
1 year ago. Yeah, 1 year ago. Yeah. I I starting to publish more and more on the group. Before it was mostly on Twitter, and I started more and more on the group. And Angel organized uh, an award for the publication which has the most of view, and I started with more and more implication on the group.
Hmm.
It's an awesome group.
Yeah, yeah, and wasn't it also when you became the OC? Wasn't there a competition, some blogging competition?
Yep, 1 year ago, just before Christmas. Well, yes, it was a competition organized by Angel and Wani for the publication which has the most of like on the group. And I was first, and I think the second was Niklas. Niklas, if I
Niklas
don't
Alberg,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Who is also an official contributor
Yes, indeed.
since his period too,
Hmm.
because Angel created the official contributor well, 8 or 1 year ago. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's cool. So I guess there was some prize money in that competition as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
by
Thank
the
you.
way.
Thank you.
Do you remember what blog post you actually won on?
My Intune Win build and create tool. I
Mm.
will show you in a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an awesome tool. I used it, as you know, because I
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
a YouTube video on
Thank you.
exactly
Yeah.
your tool.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, but come on, it's brilliant, you
Thank
know?
you. Many
Yeah.
thanks. I was inspired by Oliver. Don't remember
Oliver Kieselbach?
exactly. Yeah,
Mm,
exactly. Still back. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. With his decoder tool. Exactly.
Yeah.
I used in my tool. Yeah.
He does a lot of great things as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Before we had this LinkedIn group, where did you used to seek information?
I see on Twitter.
Hmm?
Well, we say Twitter, yeah, LinkedIn, and also some other blog posts, yeah, and also my MVP community buddies,
Mm.
especially on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, it's Twitter. I like Twitter too, but the thing is, you don't have many characters to put
Yeah,
into a tweet, right? So it can be quite difficult to come out with
yeah,
the full.
that's true, yeah.
Um, yeah.
And
So
some
what do you think about the LinkedIn group so far?
also the LinkedIn group is really awesome because there are some really cool guys in the same passion like me. Working with a modern workplace, and they did a really cool post. And
Mm,
I think you also Angel, who did a really nice job. He always looking for new stuff, new things to implement to the group.
mm,
Like all video he did, all things he created, the competition,
yeah.
maybe later the event. I hope.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it's awesome how the group has grows, and more and more people are in the group, so it's awesome.
Yeah, and that thing you were talking about, maybe we there was some ideas we had on email that
Yep.
you said, and how could that be a nice thing? It's like the Nordic virtual event that just have
Yep.
happened. Could be like in the group, right?
Yeah, or the workplace Ninja Summit.
Hmm?
So it could be a cool way to organize something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So currently we have 15,106 members in the group.
Yeah.
So it's really
Yeah. Big.
it's really grown in the past year since you became OC, and I guess it's because I think people in here in this community actually thinks and it's a good place to contribute and to go and read stuff and. I also see many of the OCs and others interact and say, okay, how can we help each other? And I just love to see that because there are so many Microsoft docs out there how to proceed in a certain way when you want to implement a cloud service. But mostly it comes to some who have experience with this
Yeah.
and who have experience with this because I know the cloud service it's in itself is quite easy to understand, but how do we put it together with the legacy we already have? That's the hard part, right?
Yeah. To have something concrete. To have,
Exactly, and then you get this kind of weird error when you
yeah.
do exactly this. And have other heard about that? Yes, I do. You should just click there and there and there and there, and then it's fixed. These kinds of tips, they
Yep.
are the real heroes. I
And
think it's so nice to see.
And as we can see, more and more contributors are now MVP.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Cool too. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's been a good stepping stone, also for me. And thanks to you because you nominated me for the
You're
MVP.
welcome.
I got the title, so thank you for that,
You're
Damien.
welcome.
And actually,
Keep
first time
celebrating.
I speak to you
Yeah, yeah.
in real life. So we've just talked on Twitter and LinkedIn before
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
I'm
So
always looking for some of those guys to nominate. Some months ago, I nominated David Segura. I nominated a lot of time,
yeah.
but it was always no, no, no. I
Mm.
push a bit. I send mail, and then with his awesome tool, he became MVP.
Yeah, yeah, David. Wow, his OSD Cloud and the OSD SaaS tool for creating Vim files.
Yeah,
He's just a wild PowerShell guru like
yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
So yeah, it's
In
quite
my case,
impressive.
I have been nominated by Octavio.
Okay.
Octavio Rodriguez, who
Yeah.
contacted me on Messenger for my blog, and he thought I was already MVP. When I said no, he was, oh, what? I will nominate you. And so
Yeah.
that's why I'm always looking for new people to nominate.
Yeah. So Octavio helped you go get the MVP status, and then you do the same gesture to help
Yeah,
others.
to other
I
people. Yeah,
really like that
yeah,
that you do that. So Damien, you've already been briefly in what areas you love to cover, and I know you from the great PowerShell stuff you do and the VPF and but what category are you MVP in?
Cloud and data center management
Yeah.
of MVPS.
Hmm?
PowerShell is a little category there,
Okay.
and maybe enterprise mobility soon.
Hmm. Yeah.
I hope. Yeah,
Yeah. Because you do a lot of Intune stuff
yeah.
and
Yeah. Now I started with MDT, then PowerShell, then WPF, and now more and more Intune and PowerShell, and
mm.
later log analytics in a few weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started with
I
it. Yeah,
saw recently you were playing around with log analytics.
yeah. That's
So
cool.
so having data sent to log analytics and create some awesome reports. I know the people from Cloudway,
Yeah,
Sandy
yeah.
Sang and Jan Ketil and
Maurice,
Maurice Dali.
and also Sandy,
It's
Sandy.
yeah, exactly, Sandy. So I mean, some of the reporting they do is just like
Yeah, yeah,
totally crazy, and it's actually very needed
yeah.
because
Exactly. Yeah,
we miss sort of the asset that we can have from Config Manager, where you can just build Lego like I want this report and this report, and you put that into the report service, right? Yeah, but in the cloud world, we have the log analytics, and we can build that together. And we have the update compliance for Windows updates, quality updates, and delivery optimization, for
yeah,
example.
yeah. Especially
Uh,
from with work from home to for the support or help desk to have a cool report with all things relative to device
mm,
to be able to resolve an issue with a cool report could be
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, so we have many of the tools available in the cloud, but some of them needs some more development and
Yeah,
some consultant hours put into to the services, right?
yeah, yeah.
But they are there and can have some really nice dashboards.
I will say Intune is just the beginning. You have more and
It's
more things.
exactly, and behind that there is this large Microsoft Graph
Yeah,
just filled with data. So you
yeah, yeah.
can go there and all the rich data you want, you can put them
Exactly. Yeah,
together and build a report if you like that, right?
exactly.
Yeah. And also we will have a Power BI, which
Yeah.
can
I
do some cool stuff.
I will try to present some session with from Power BI to log analytics because I
Yeah.
started with Power BI.
Yeah.
and now I'm moving to log analytics to show people how to do this.
Yeah. I know Trevor Jones, for example, he does a lot of nice
Yeah.
stuff, and also there's also another guy called John who does some quite nice Power BI. Yeah,
I was inspired by Trevor on this,
yeah.
and I hope he will be soon MVP. I nominate him soon. I hope.
Ah, that's great. Yeah, that's cool. Damien, you
Yeah.
have. I want to ask you if you have. I know you have so much publications. You have so many blogs, but if you should name three um, that makes you the proudest or that blew the community away, what blog post could that be?
I will say the first is the Running Sandbox tool I created, I will say 1 or 2 years ago, and I'm still updating, which is a quick way to run things in a Windows Sandbox from a right click on a file. The second would be the Intune build and extract tool, allowing you to create an Intune and or also extract an Intune.
Hmm.
I will I hope I will soon update it to be able to create an Intune and also publish it directly on Intune, and other part to go to Intune to search an Intune and download it on your computer and extract it.
Cool.
And the third would be the extract Intune from the right click context menu.
Hmm.
I have some other, but I will say these three, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. I guess that's also tools that I have been using, and really glad about those tools. Really easy to use, and one of the best things is it's for the community use, so they are free.
Yeah,
You
exactly,
spend
yeah.
you spend time on building this for the community. I
Yeah,
mean,
thank you.
that's yeah. We should also all give you some applause for that because it saves a lot of time and gray hairs that you don't have to pull out of yeah,
Thank you.
frustration.
I always remember when I started IT or blogging, when I found a blog post that saved me a lot of time. I was, yo, thank you, man.
Exactly.
I always remember this day, and it's always the goal of my blog posting.
Yeah.
Just
So
to reinterest at least one people is cool. Yeah.
yeah. So if you can make other people happy and
Yeah,
make them save
exactly. Yeah.
time, it's been a good day for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hmm.
Just one people is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice mindset. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, that's very cool. So I have one question, Jamie. When I have uploaded a Win32 app to Intune, um, that Intune Win file will go into some blob storage that we don't have access to.
Yeah, yeah.
So one thing I've noticed is that if you don't keep your source files in a place where you can go to them and do something to the file and then upload it again, for example, if it fails, what what could you do? I've seen maybe one tool that can grab that Intune file from Intune, even though it's encrypted, right? Uh, I would like to see maybe a tool that could grab that even easier
Yeah,
and
but
extract it for us. Is that
Oliver, yeah, Oliver did
yeah?
this. He created a post to encode and decode an Intune. Actually, for now, you have to download to the Intune to install the Intune on your the Win32 application on your computer.
Yeah.
Then go to the log Intune management extension, and you will see the encrypted Intune. And with the script, you can download it again with an decrypt Intune and download it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for
So
now, I don't think you can. download random Intune win from a tenant.
No, exactly.
So that's why
So
that's what I'm looking for. Yeah,
that could be nice if that would be easier to do.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So at least on the application part, I believe there's some room for improvement, and I know Nikolai Anderson as well have done some great job on
With
some
modular.
PowerShell.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, where you can automate the whole application import. So that's also an awesome tool to go and get inspired by.
Yeah, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a guy I was inspired when I started blogging with some other guys like Andrew Brands, Johan, of course, Johan Arvin Mark, and some other guys like Nicolas, Fox Deploy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you should give any tips or tricks to the viewers of this interview, what would be your main tip?
I will say the um, to start with MS Graph. When you start with MS Graph and you want to learn something, it would be the developer mode to use in your browser to search the appropriate resource path of something to manage from the portal. Sorry.
Hmm. So, when you go into Intune and you work with that, so what you're saying is that we could have the browser in developer mode, and then we could actually get the graph uh, calls, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. I was. Could you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
So I'm just repeating. So the tip here was if you click F12 in your browser,
yeah,
then
yeah,
you are in developer mode in the right corner, and then you actually see what Intune are asking for and querying in the graph, right?
yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, just like a concrete example, you want to know how to list all your device. Uh, with Graph, you can do easily with through the Intune portal. Just go to the all device part, open the developer mode, and go to all device, and you will see in the right part the graph appropriate query. You
Hmm.
can do this with all things. I did it with proactive remediation and how to locate a device and all things, all new features. I work with it because there is a MS Graph reference from Microsoft website, but it's a bit complicated to understand.
Mm.
And the developer mode is a really easy way to understand how to use Graph for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess documenting whatever happens in MS Graph would be difficult for anyone.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
exactly.
so, so I think that's a great tip for the viewers. So if you're out there, think it's impossible to know what happens behind the scene, then F12, put your developer mode on your browser and see all the calls to the MS Graph.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
that's a good tip. Very good tip. Yeah, man. But Damien, it's been a blast having you here to the interview, and good to finally meet you.
Yeah, it was a bit complicated.
Yeah, that's
It
how
was
it
good to
is.
see
Yeah, and
to talk with you.
I hope that soon we can go to some events
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. I hope so. Yeah,
we can see each other in person instead
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
this virtual.
Not the
Uh,
MVP summit this year, but I
no,
hope
that's
for the next year.
That's going to be virtual, yeah. But let's see if 2023 maybe.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a cool
Is
event. Never go. No luck for now to be for you, but it's a cool event.
mm, yeah,
First time I saw some people like Maurice or Johan. Uh, I recognize them. Oh,
yeah, they are rock stars. Yeah. So, Damien, thank you for making time for this interview, and yeah, again,
thank you, Matthias.
have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.